Marlboro light shorts.
Yes.
Just one.
Oh, this is gonna be long.
Realize everyone will think the LPL mids probably just think of fucking in recent years they probably think of 3 teams of placements, right? Tabe joins our game AL played, right? This is my information and my bias coming from them. They're already 5 men ready to fucking send it. They'll get a really much longer game here.
These ones are nice.
growth and partnerships next Monday. What did you do to your knee?
I low-key injured it again. At the start of the game. Remember?
Doing
What?
what?
You already know about this. I told you.
Oh,
You were
you told me.
asking. You were asking why I was like limping or something.
Oh yeah, I talked about this. Thought it was a new thing.
No, it's the same.
Nice.
Well, it's not the same.
Okay.
It's the same as in the fact that I don't know much.
So I think that makes it really fun. And then obviously the engineers as well. But like 10K in
I don't think I should do Rosetta. I should do a 3-leg tulip for this. Because I'm not good at the pullback for the Rosetta yet. But I'm good at the wing base. So I think I'm going to do wing, wing, 3.
Oh, so dirty.
Ratty.
So juicy.
I bring this to the
There's a way you can do it. I don't even know how to do it.
Like this much?
Should we bring agave? Yeah, man. It's got you.
Mixed day.
Let's do it. That's my flower, guys.
Where's my picture?
I'm still nervous. I guess. Um.
Why does that say that?
Going to be Marcus versus Christopher. Marcus.
In 3, 2, 1. It is going to Marcus.
ทางไหนเหรอ
Bro, please help. Wait, where are they at? No, I don't have any. I don't have any.
อันนี้
Nice for under. That's so big. So we ready for matcha?
Too bad.
nè.
No, keep the spoon in there.
Để, ừ, bà để cái gì? Để cái
Yeah,
muỗng
để
luôn.
để muốn nào.
Không, ba.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.